Gill and Cassie Simonton. Both teams said no excuses. Our cars are in good shape. Did not hurt anything in those semifinals. Paul wanted to mention a guy by the name of Scotty. Used to be on his crew for years. Back home working. Was not able to travel with the team here this weekend and missing an opportunity maybe for Paul to win for the first time since Englishtown in 2005. I will reiterate what I said about this team for the last two races. Spiro Contos has put together a really good team, invested in Randy Anderson, and that is a great investment in the future of a young star like Cassie Simonton. First of all, he can mentor her on the driving, and he can build a really great race car.
Spiro Contos, great name. Look at the side of the car. Coonrod's great sponsor. She is Sassy Cassie. They've got all of those bases covered, but Paul Gill's been doing this for an awful long time.
And I guess a fan of the Big Bang Theory said Bazingo on the side of that race car.
There you go. We're going to have a first-time winner. Will Paul Gill win? Drivers are staged. Up come the RPMs. It's time now. Turn them loose. Nope. Cassie's out of it. Paul Gill will cross the finish line first and take the win today in Norwalk, Ohio. The Summit Racing Equipment National.
There's Ronnie going crazy on the starting line. His fiance, great job for Roy Yule for the team, for Matt who works basically on the oil pan and the bottom end, and Tony Lopez and Cassie Simonton back-to-back weeks in the final round, just nasty. Tires shake and could not recover from that. You eventually learn. You grow in these things. You learn how to win rounds. You learn how to win races, and she will do that. But Paul Gill, for the first time since 2005, gets the win and a flawless run in the final for the runner from New England.
And it's Paul Gill, first win in some 7 years. Paul, what's this moment like?
Oh, it's great. There's nothing better. I seem to be a bridesmaid a lot. I always go to the final. Takes a lot of hard work from hard-working Americans like my team.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You got to remember, we saw him in the final down there at Gainesville earlier this season against Mickey Ferris, so he's having a pretty good campaign here. Now, Bill Reichert and the Rizla, you talk about making hay while the sun shines, and it's been shining here this weekend. He watched Jim Whiteley right in front of him the last round go out. He said, I really felt bad for Jim. He's a nice guy. I said, Jim can be a nice guy and still lose. And he went, hey, good point. You know, and Dan Page over in the far lane with the former Lucas Oil champ, Arthur Gallant, the crew chief on this race car. Dan builds him. Arthur tunes him. Arthur's brother helping out. Very good race car here right now, but I believe right now that Bill Reichert's got an opportunity. He smells a little blood in the water with Whiteley on the sidelines here.
Take a look at the Rizla machine just marching away. It is the champ. Bill Reichert, 533, 264. Back at the starting line. Yeah, they're feeling it.
Gloria, Andy, his wife, his son. I said the grandkids were here this weekend, and just a marvelous final round. 533 beats a 543. Dan a little bit better out of the starting gate, but on the racetrack, that Rizlone car was running very well. 222 miles an hour down at half track. 533, big-time numbers in these conditions in the final round.
Hector Arana Jr. and Andrew Hines. The Harley team has won every race this season, going back to last year, 7 in a row. But the last rider to win other than them, Hector Arana Jr.
Well, and for him to have a shot at that, the performance, as we said, has closed up considerably to the Harley-Davidson. If Junior can get a good light lead with Andrew and have a 105 60-foot or better, he definitely has a shot of getting the win. But if he makes one little bobble up there, that Harley-Davidson could use lunch, probably.
Even on the lanes, track temperature 125.
Junior was late.
You cannot do that against the Screaming Eagles. A 692, 193 miles an hour. Whole shot win for Andrew Hines. His 28th career race and third of the season.
Well, Matt Hines, you were one of the baddest pro stock motorcycle riders of all time, and now your brother's catching you, just 2 behind in the win column. You got the same number of finals. What do you think of that kid, your brother?
Man, he's awesome. You know, he's got it. You know, he's a natural. He's got C25 flowing through his veins, you know, and Harley, you know, it's awesome bike. To have Hillary out here racing this weekend, doing awesome, and my daughter Addison was her 7th birthday like a week ago, so it's been a great couple weeks.
Hey, by the way, you're a pretty good tuner too.
Thanks.
I got all at second that time. Yeah, I've been short shifting second gear all day. I just don't know what was wrong with me, but the team had faith in me. I had faith in my team, and we made the right tune-up call there in the final round. And just like I said, we're in qualifying, we're picking away at it. Today we're picking away at it because it's way different today, but you know, we got ourselves a Summit Motorsports Park Wally. Thank you, Summit Racing Equipment, for everything they do. Got a great facility here, and my Harley Davidson nation, you guys. This Wally means a lot. I hope it means as much to you as it does to me. It's just a phenomenal deal. I got my son Ryan here. He's only going 2 races this summer, and he's undefeated, so that's unbelievable.
Nice touch.
Andrew Hines, his 3rd win here, the most of anyone in the pro class. Now, can Vincent Nobile double up? He won the K&N Horsepower Challenge. If he can win this race, he gets the money for the race, for the challenge, extra $25,000. Dave?
Paul, you give a drag racer $50,000. Who knows what will happen next? But I talked to John Nobile, Vincent's father. He says, no, we had a nice quiet dinner. Vincent was in bed by 10, and when I asked Vincent, did he sleep well? He said, I slept great last night. Actually had a dream that I was going to go for a Sunday sweep today.
Pretty cool. Both Line and Nobile have won here prior. It's the first final, though, for Nobile and Line.
Jason Line, he wants to get back after losing in the final of the K&N Challenge yesterday, and what he's going to have to do is just, you know, get up on the chip and really cut a good light against Vincent Nobile, which is hard to do because that kid is pretty amazing on the tree.
Vincent Nobile has never lost a round of racing here.
Chase had the advantage, but had to do some driving off the line. Now look at that.
You see that thing, Dart? Yeah, we got to double up. We got big money here. Vincent Nobile, 666 with a 1. Party time for the family.
There are hugs going on everywhere. Nick Mitsos, John Nobile. John, I don't even know if I can ask you the proper question.
Ask me whatever you want.
Your son, what are you thinking right now?
I asked my son if he could double up after we won the K&N, and he said he was going to do it for me and Nick, and he did it. He won a couple of them rounds on hole shots, but this one right here, we gave him an awesome race car. I think he left first. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. That big W's lit up on our side of the racetrack. There's my wife. Susie, say something to Vincent. Say something to Vincent.
I love you, Vincent. I love you.
Congratulations, proud parents.
Thank you.
Okay, I heard you had a dream last night. Did you dare believe that dreams do come true?
Oh, now I believe. You know what? Couldn't do this without Napa Auto Parts, Valvoline, Mountain View Tire, Nick Mitsos, Irene Mitsos, my mother and father. You know what? This is I'm a little lost for words here. My whole family's here. To win 2 races in 1 weekend is just completely unbelievable. You know what? I love everybody. I love all the fans. I'm speechless.
He's living the dream right now.
Crazy for me, baby, right here.
Yeah. Okay, come on over here real quick. Yep. Vinny, stay right in front of the balloons. Hold it up at the exit. 20 years old, sign it. No, just Vinny. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for John Nobile, Nick Mitsos, and the entire family. That is a career day weekend for the 20-year-old student from the Delphi College on Long Island. Wow. keep the stomach here. Points right there, got guys fighting at your heels, and so he certainly wants to try and do that. Take a look at the NHRA mobile bit. There's John Nobile down there with his kid. The entire family is down there. There's Irene's down there. Wow. That's a young kid seizing the opportunity, getting a shot at driving a pro stock, and just not letting up. He's done a great job for the year and a half he's been driving pro stock. And that's funny. Jason might let the line first. That one might be over. Yeah, he saw Jason. He's just on the tires and all right. Didn't have a dry burnout. He was like, maybe we'll do water too much.
And cash. Here comes Funny Car. Tim Wilkerson and Mike Neff.
Both Mike Neff and Tim Wilkerson got a break in the first round, but they both had very consistent race cars before that and since then. Wilkerson's actually been a little bit better on the racetrack performance-wise in the second and semifinals, but Mike Neff, like I said, he's been, other than the first round when he backfired the supercharger, every time he steps on the gas, that car's been going down the racetrack. But Tim Wilkerson the last 2 rounds been going down the racetrack just a little bit quicker.
Don't forget, both of these guys tune and drive their cars. Oh, that was superb. And Mike Neff, 421 to a losing 424. Neff at 298 miles an hour. John Force Racing has the win. Mike Neff is the driver.
Just a good race in the final round. Pretty much a slight advantage for Tim Wilkerson off the starting line. But how about Mike Neff? That car has been flawless in every kind of condition. You take a look at the finish, about half a car length. Mike Neff gets the win.
Mike Neff's second win of this year, Dave.
John Schaefer is Mike Neff's right-hand man when it comes to tuning that race car. What kind of concerns did you have going into that final?
Well, we've been dropping holes all weekend, so we just try to fix that problem. You know, I think we did. What helps us out, we test in Chicago, come here, and we turn this thing around, it seemed like. So,
big smiles for everybody?
Yeah, it's great. Thank you, guys.
Spencer Massey. Steve Torrance. A one-car team versus the powerhouse that is Don Schumacher Racing. Let's go to the top end and Gary Gerald.
Mike Neff, I know you've been dropping holes. It was a struggle. How big of a turnaround for this team to get this Wally today?
Real big, Gary. We stayed out. We hadn't been doing too well the last few races. Found some wrong. Stayed after Atlanta. We tested out there on Monday, and it was so hot and nasty and humid, and I knew it would pay off. I told my guys, we're working hard. We're going to make this pay off, and it did. We came here in the same conditions. Ford Castle raced my buddy Tim Wilkerson in a Ford. Good weekend for him. And, you know, Castle Ford Traxxas, AAA, you know, here at Norwalk. Yeah, I like this place. So, anyways, thank God. And my daughter's here, and my son, and it just turned out to be a great weekend. I'm blessed.
Well, now we're going to find out who in Top Fuel can come home with the Wally. Richard Hogan makes the final adjustment for Steve Torrance. Both Torrance and Massey have already won this season, but we'll have a first-time Norwalk winner in Top Fuel. This is it. Spencer, 391.
Whole shot.
312 miles an hour. He will leave here with the Top Fuel points lead.
He bailed us out on that one. We didn't know how quick we could go. We thought we'd go 89 or 90. It slowed down a little, but he bailed us out, and hopefully we work as a team, and he'll help us out like that.
Secondly, we've heard rumors you guys might want to bring out a new car, start of the Western Swing, but you got one in the winner's circle today. Can you tip your hand which way you're leaning?
That'll make you think, that's for sure.
So you don't know yet what you're going to do.
You never know.
Wow. Good old Texas final here in Top Fuel to cap this day. Spencer Massey Whole shot win. You're always known for great reaction times. You needed every inch of that, didn't you?
Well, yeah, let me tell you, racing Steve Torrance in that Capco car, he's been on the game all this year. That car's been running awesome. And this Fram car, they've been on the game too. And I know whenever I roll up there, I got to bring my A game and start digging deep. And that's what me and the entire crew went back and did. We said, you know what? Let's give it everything we can do. And we went up there and we did it. We got the win light. What can I say? You're holding the Wally at the end of the day, drinking a full throttle, talking to you guys. We're enjoying life. Love it.
You bet. John Kernan?
And I'm with Tim Wilkerson. And Tim, you told me you didn't really want luck to play a factor in the final. You wanted to earn it on your own. But I guess, you know, it was a close race, at least for us fans. It was exciting. What about you?
No, it was a good race. You know, Neff and them guys, they do a great job. They're good buddies of ours. And it's no hard feelings when either one of us beat each other, I don't think. They're just a good group of people. And you know, we're just happy to be in the finals for Levi Ray and Schaup. It was a tough weekend for us. And hopefully this is a sign of something to come. I don't lose very many finals, so I'm a little ticked off, if you want to know the truth. So I don't like getting beat in the finals. Usually I get this far, and I know what to do, but I just didn't have it tuned up enough. The track, it just stuck the tire real hard up there early. I could tell that when I stepped on the gas. But, hey, good job for them guys and my crew. What a hard job they had this weekend, fixing 2 cars, and you know, Daniel's crew, we all worked till midnight there Saturday night getting both of those put together. So hats off to both my guys, both my sets of crews. They're tough working. Thank you.
Well, they did get the hardworking crew award for this weekend.
They did. Little celebration and party time for Spencer Massey. He drives to all the races in his coach. It's going to be a fun ride back home. We go to Gary Gerald. He has Steve Torrance.
Steve, considering all of the success of this season with your new team, how disappointed are you here to lose this opportunity?
I'm extremely disappointed. I dropped the ball for my guys. The Capco cars run really well, and I got beat on a hole shot. You know, we went up there to race, and just I didn't do my job. Spencer was on the tree, just took a shot at it and really did good. So, I mean, that Fram Autolite car really run well. The Capco car run well all weekend. So, you know, we're not going to hang our heads, but I'm extremely disappointed in myself, and, you know, I should have done better than that.
The next stop starts the Western Swing, and we go to the altitude of Denver. How big a challenge does that become?
You know, I don't know. Richard Hogan's really got a good handle on this race car. We'll go up there and see what we can do. But, you know, we had the better car all day, and I just dropped the ball.
Thanks.
Thanks.